Hi guys, my name is Megan and today I've got another graphic novel and manga recommendation for you. Alright, so today we're talking all about graphic novels and manga. I did do a summer graphic novels and manga recommendation, which I will leave linked up above. Anyway, let's go ahead and just dive right in. Alright, so we're going to start off with the manga section. The first one I'd like to recommend is going to be Yagi the Bookshop Goat. This is such a cute, sweet manga. This one is definitely for those over 18 because it is explicit. But this is following Yagi, who is a goat, and he just wants to live out his dream of working at a bookshop. Like, you know, most bookworms would love to work at a bookshop, probably. But Yagi is a goat, so goats and paper products don't usually mix because Yagi will tend to eat things. Yagi also has a weird little power where he can eat a piece of paper and tell, like, the feelings that are, like, written into the words on the pages, and he uses that special power to help him recommend books for people. Especially once he gets a job at a bookstore run by Okami, who is a wolf and kind of has maybe a little bit of a crush on Yagi, and it's just super sweet and definitely not for those under 18, so please keep that in mind. Next up, I'd like to recommend I Think Our Son Is Gay. This is a really sweet manga told from the mom's point of view, and it's her interactions with her son and realizing her son has a crush on a boy, and how this mom is being really supportive of him and trying to let him know that this is a safe space for him and like he can come out. There's also some secondary asexual representation in the brother, but it's also just a really sweet graphic novel about a mom just trying to let her son know that he can come out when he's ready, and it's just so sweet, and like the mom in this is fantastic. It's just really funny and sweet, and it's all these fun little like everyday kind of doodles about, you know, how this family interacts, and it's just really sweet. The next manga I'd like to recommend is going to be I'm Kinda Chubby and I'm Your Hero. So this is following Ponjuru, who is a rookie actor at a theater. It's after his first play and he gets his first fan person who keeps dropping off desserts and things for him, and like it's so sweet. So the fan person is Konanosuke, who is a local pastry chef, and he goes and sees his first play when he's taking a break from his very stressful job, and he sees Ponjuru acting and he's just like, oh, has an immediate crush, and they start up this really fun friendship, and like there's baking and pastry, and I really love that there's plus size representation in this one. It's so sweet, and just it's so fun seeing these two kind of fall for each other and realizing that their love interest wasn't quite who they thought, and it's just really sweet. Okay, now we're on to the graphic novel portion. The first graphic novel I'd like to recommend is going to be Cosmonauts. This is such a fun space adventure. So this is following Pan, who is just trying to make it through the day sometimes, and these Cosmonauts, who are knights that fight for space princesses' hands in marriage, show up on their doorstep unexpectedly and need help. But it's also about Pan finding out that she would much rather like help people escape the patriarchy and like help these princesses find things that aren't being sold to the person who like wins them in a contest. And it's such a fun like space adventure with queer characters, and it's really such a fun adventure, especially, and like the colors of this graphic novel are amazing, but also like the story is really great. Super fun. Also, I really love the butch lesbian representation in this. It's so much fun. Next up I have Chef's Kiss. This is a really sweet graphic novel following Ben, who has just gotten his English degree and is trying to put that to good use, but nobody is hiring, and he's kind of become disheartened with actually getting into the dream job, so he finds a job at a restaurant, and it's about the restaurant and like him trying to convince his friends that this is actually what I want to do, and finding a place in a kitchen where he might not have found a place at all. It's just such a fun graphic novel about expectations and finding love in unexpected places. It's so cute and sweet, and there is a second volume coming. Also, if you guys really like the bear, this is one to try out. And then my last recommendation is going to be Lore Olympus. This is definitely not for those under 18. This is dealing with Greek mythology, so there are a lot of darker plot points within Greek mythology, so just be aware of that going in. But this is following the story of Hades and Persephone in particular, but also the other Greek pantheon. And it's just a really fun art style, and like the storytelling is really, really great. But like I said, it does deal with a lot of darker topics, and it's just such a fun art style and a fun graphic novel series, and it's one that I would definitely recommend. Alright, so those are some of my graphic novel and manga recommendations. Do you guys have any that you'd like to recommend? Let me know down below. If you guys like this video, don't forget the like button. If you haven't already but would like to, go and hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to follow me on social media for more bookish stuff, check out the links down below. Alrighty, bye guys!